Hello, I'm Gemma and this is Non-Fic Books. And recently I've been quite naughty. Normally I read one book at a time, which is one of the ways I read quite a lot, because I find if I'm really focusing on something I make much faster progress throughout it as everything's staying in my mind a lot more. At the moment I'm reading 5 non-fiction books, which means they're all happening quite slowly. So there won't be any review videos up too soon because I'm just not going to get around to finishing any of these. And so I thought I'd do currently reading sort of video to show you the books that will be coming up, but I'll just be making my way through them for a little while. And if any of them sound particularly interesting, let me know down below and I'll make sure to do a specific review video on them rather than just putting them in at the end of the month's wrap up, because I'm hoping I will have all of these finished by the end of the month. And the first one is Michael Wood's The Story of England, which is an absolutely fascinating history of England through one small area, a little group of villages that all come under one particular name in Leicestershire. And this is a really interesting way, I think, looking at a grander scale of history through one small place. It's a really human way of looking at it, and it's really relatable because it shows you how, for most of us, what their lives were actually like and what it would have been like for us if we'd have been in different times, because most of us would not have been in court and doing this, that and the other. And his writing is really easy to read and absolutely beautiful. Another history book, and this is by Twigs Way. That's Virgins, Weeders and Queens, which is exploring women in the garden throughout history. And this is up from the high levels with women helping to design gardens and commissioning them, down to the absolute bottom, the weeders that throughout history have been women and paid very, very little. And this is absolutely beautiful. I am really impressed with her. I hadn't heard of Twigs Way before, and she's a garden historian, and I will certainly be having a look to see whether she has any other books or if she's published some academic articles, because her writing is absolutely fascinating. The next one is The End of Night by Paul Bogard, and this is about the problems that we've created in the world through far too much artificial light throughout the night. And while we feel safer, we're not actually made very much safer by the sheer volume of light that we have, and that it causes very big problems for us biologically and psychologically, as well as a lot of other nature. And also it means that most people rarely ever see a proper night sky, which is dark and absolutely full of stars. Most people see very, very few stars in their life, and to me that's a very, very sad thing, because it really helps put everything in perspective. We're so tiny and so insignificant, and I find that a really, really reassuring thought. So this is beautiful so far. His writing is amazing, and I will definitely be getting through this month. The next one is Virginia Woolf's A Room of One's Own, which is an early feminist tract on women needing space of their own if they're going to achieve something, with her emphasis on writing, because this was a talk that she was meant to be giving about women and writing. And it's fantastic. I am not the biggest fan of Virginia Woolf's novels or anything like that, but apparently if you read A Room of One's Own, it'll then help you to understand where she's coming from and help bring her writing alive. So I will be giving a go some of her novels again, because I just couldn't get into them before. This is beautiful to read, however, and I will definitely finish it this month. And then finally, Simon Armitage's Walking Home. And this is following him as he walks along the Pennine Way and doesn't take any money, but swaps rooms for a night and money for him doing poetry readings in different places along the way. And it's absolutely beautiful. I'm not really a big poetry fan. I don't get it. It's entirely my fault, but it's just not something I understand particularly. But I absolutely adore Simon Armitage's poetry. I think his voice is amazing. I really understand what he means. I think he captures a lot of human emotion, and in this non-fiction book I think he does exactly the same, and it's absolutely beautiful. He's a northern poet, and I believe he's now a professor at Oxford, and it's just beautiful. I'm looking forward to finishing this, and then I will pick up his Walking Away, which I believe is a fairly similar thing with a slightly more heavy poetry bent, when he did a similar walk down south somewhere, I think maybe in Devon. So those are the books that I am reading at the moment. They're all very interesting. I'm really enjoying every single one of them so far. But if any of them appeal to you more than others, let me know which ones down below. And if you have any comments and suggestions, please do again leave it down below. Hopefully I'll see you in a video soon. Bye!